Morning gardener. Here's what he's doing today. Okay, found a couple of logs in the back of the yard. They're rotten, which that's why I left them there to rot. Put them in between these two trees. Over time, it'll fertilize these two apple trees. You can see, let's see. There should be some apples on this tree. Well, you can barely see them, but some of these branches have apples on them. This tree didn't do anything this year, this particular one. But this one over here is got blossoms on it, on different branches. So, that being said, here's what we did today. Now, you're looking at this is a planting site. You probably can't tell because you don't plant like I do. In most cases, people don't plant like I do. These are cucumbers planted here. No, excuse me, beans. These are snow peas planted here, right there. You can't see it. You see all the grass and weeds and everything, but they're planted there. And their job is to come up and scroll around those trees, and those will be my, what they call it, support for the beans. And once they scroll up around there, they'll live until they die. And then after that, eat the beans, bada boom, bada bang, it's all done. So right here, that's what you're seeing. Okay, now, those are beans. Now, over here, this dead rotten tree here that I killed about 10 years ago. It's nothing but compost. It's completely rotted. So all this soil over here is incredibly fertile. Now you got one little praying mantis over here in the tree. None of them has hatched out of it yet, but they look pretty good. They're very shiny. They wasn't like that in the wintertime. There we go. We're gonna put that right on there. That's praying mantis. Now, planted around this tree, you can't see where anything's been planted, where anything's been disturbed. But I take the weed whack, I go around here, I hit everything, and then I'm all set. Now, this right here holds down, what did I put here? Oh, there's cucumbers. These are cucumbers here. You probably can't say, wait a minute, where the cucumber? He didn't stir up the soil. He didn't dig. He didn't put anything. What? How does he? You know? But no, they're there. All I did was poke a hole in the ground and put the seed in. Now over here, I'm going to put my squash in. I took the weed whacker, came over, knocked everything down, right up against this fence, and there's a lot of room here for cucumbers. I mean for squash. They like to sprawl out, so I'm gonna start here and work my way down 3 feet apart on each one and put them in. I'm putting in some gray zucchini, I'm putting in also some yellow summer squash. Later, everybody, this is the Morning Gardener. Okay, we're gonna head up here, folks, to an area where we're gonna try to put some squash in. And you can see up here in this area, it's starting to get a little dark. These are the trees here. Put it right next to them, three plants at the base of these trees. Oh yeah, at the base of these trees. And what we're gonna do, okay, we're looking at trees. Oh, those are, what do they call these things? These are, come on, get it right, man. Plums. These are plums. There you go. It's full of plums. How do you thin these little tiny things? Oh yeah, they do the drop thing. Okay, first there's some more. There's a whole bunch of them in here. Now this tree didn't do too well. This one here still got the praying mantis on it. I got them everywhere in the yard. And these are plums. Yeah. Wait a minute. You gotta make sure this thing got pollinated. Don't look like it was pollinated. Oh, okay, I got one over here. Looks like it, but we'll have to wait till they get a little bigger, or if they drop off, then I'll know the real deal. All right. This is a Stanley plum. tree. So I'll put my little poker in the ground, and all I do is drop the seeds in there. I can't do it with one hand. Let's just see if I can. It'll be a great thing for you guys to see it, because it's fascinating. Okay, I got 2 seeds here. I drop them, keep dropping them. 2 seeds here, and I pull the poker out. It's about 2 inches deep, and I drop them in the hole and kind of move that soil over it. That's what I've been doing all day, and that should do it. That's how you plant them. Okay, what we're doing, we're heading over here to my work area. I put in some of my black kale. I got about 5 bags there. I'm gonna see how many I need actually, and you can see some of this is blowing away, getting tangled up in the soil. And still over here, my compost pile, the new one. Yeah, this is beautiful. All the weeds are dying, and that's my green matter in the compost, so everything looks good. There's some more over here need to be shoveled up and put in over here, but I won't do it because I have plants in there now. Oh, did I mention I plant plants in here? Yeah, plants. Here's my old compost pile, and I'm going to take this and shovel that in here, and then add my cow manure. I'm not measuring anything. This is peat moss, vermiculite, and perlite. The brown is, or the darker is the vermiculite, and the perlite is the, of course, looks like white snow. All right. I've been out here digging a little bit for about 2 minutes. Don't like it, but I'm going to do it. I see a lot of peat moss and very little of the 5 bags of black cow, and also I dug a large opening in this pile here and found out that there's wood in here, and it's the same process I used over here, and that's why there's wood in here. The wood is very brittle, very rotten, and it just thought I'd see more worms in here, but didn't happen to be that way. Lots of spiders and things of that nature. So I'm going to add some more of this compost that I made, and there you got the eggshell cartons. All the eggshells are gone, completely gone. So, and I could call this today. I could say, no, I'm not going to mess with this no more today. In fact, I'm not going to mess with this no more today. I'm done, because if you start rushing things, and if you're tired and you're working, you're going to do a horrible job. So, folks, this is the Morning Gardener saying I'm working on my, what do they call this thing here? Planting box compost, and this will be the potting mix. So it's got 5 bags of cow manure in it. It's got 10 shovels of what we have here, which is the homemade compost. We have vermiculite, and we also have perlite. So I put the perlite pretty much under so it won't keep blowing up here in the grass. I don't need to lose my money. I want it to stay right here. All right, folks, this is the Morning Gardener. Collard greens, not in the best condition, but they will do. These came up through the winter. A couple plants here, there, coming up the outside. I got tired of waiting. That's that dollar plant that I'm hoping come back. I was talking about the grapevine. I gave it to a lady at work for the heck of it. These are just some new plants put in yesterday. And here are the peaches that are pretty much doing their thing. You can see them. They're very, very small. I haven't thinned them yet. I'll wait till they get a little bigger, and then I'll thin them. This tree, I don't know which one it is. It's supposed to be a Georgia, but you can't tell really because these trees are all mixed up coming from these stores. And I know that for a fact when I looked at the blooms, none of them look the same, even though they said they were the same tree. And there you go, you got peaches. But where they at? There's one there and one here. They get ready to drop its husk and it'll look like that, and then it'll start growing. This tree never produced for 2 years until I did that technique. Let me show you the technique I'm using. See this funnel here. All right, pound my hole through the ground, drop in my fertilizer. Nothing but a blooming fertilizer, blooming. And that being put in the ground made all of my trees this year act crazy, and they just start producing lots of blooms, and now they got fruit all over these trees. I might take a break because I've done a lot today. There's a peach there. Okay, this is the Morning Gardener.